The invasion of Baltimore took place on June the 20th, 1631, when the village of Baltimore, West Cork, Ireland, was attacked by Moorish Barbary pirates from the North African Barbary coast. The attack was the biggest single attack by the Moorish Barbary pirates on Ireland or Britain. The attack was led by a Dutch captain pirate, Jan Johan van Haarlem, also known as Murad Reis the Younger. Murad's force was led to the village by a man called Hackett, the captain of a fishing boat he had captured earlier, in exchange for his freedom. Hackett was subsequently hanged from the cliff top outside the village for his conspiracy. Murad's crew, made up of Dutchmen, Algerians and Ottoman Turks, launched their covert attack on the remote village on June the 20th, 1631. They captured 108 English settlers, who worked a sardine industry in the village, and some local Irish people. The attack was focused on the area of the village known to this day as the Cove. The villagers were put in irons and taken to a life of slavery in North Africa. Some prisoners were destined to live out their days as galley slaves, rowing for decades without ever setting foot on shore, while others would spend long years in the privacy of the Sultan's concubine or within the walls of the Sultan's palace as laborers. At most 3 of them ever saw Ireland again. One was ransomed almost at once and 2 others in 1646. Since several others are known to have been still alive in 1646, why they were not ransomed is unclear. There are conspiracy theories relating to the raid. It has been suggested that Sir Walter Capincher, a prominent Catholic lawyer and member of the leading Cork family, who had become the dominant power in the area after the death of Sir Thomas Crook, 1st Baronet, the founder of the English colony, orchestrated the raid to gain control of the village from the local Gaelic chieftain, Fine O'Driscoll. It was O'Driscoll who had licensed the lucrative pilchard industry in Baltimore to the English settlers. Suspicion also points to O'Driscoll's exiled relatives, who had fled to Spain after the Battle of Kinsale, and had no hope of inheriting Baltimore by legal means. On the other hand, Murad may have planned the raid without any help. It is notable that the authorities had advance intelligence of a planned raid on the Cork coast, although Kinsale was thought to be a more likely target than Baltimore. Perhaps 8,500 new slaves were needed annually in the Moorish Barbary slave trade, and about 850,000 slaves were taken over the century from 1580 to 1680. Others have estimated the number of European slaves taken at more than 1 million people. The result of the raid is that the remaining settlers moved to Skibbereen, and Baltimore deserted for generations.